is the moment we waited for. Everything you want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year. Shoot on my shot, boy, I'm long range. Me and the team on the same thing. Stayed down, never switched up. Only thing changed was the game.
Welcome to Athletically Declined, the only sports podcast where the closest thing we run out of is patience. I'm Elisa, and as always, with me today is my beautiful daughter and co-host Daniela, who once pulled a hamstring running to the fridge.
And I definitely don't regret it for that leftover lasagna. Now let's get into it.
First things first, let's talk about game day fit, because if you're going to lose in overtime, you might as well walk to the game in style or arrive to the game in style. So let's see who we got going on now. Danny, what is yours?
So I have brought up here Mr. Patrick Mahomes. He always has to show up in style. He is here in a tailored, double-breasted black and gray suit with a white shirt and black and red dress shoes.
Love the metallic, love the little bag there stuff. And I don't know who the guy is sitting behind him, but love the orange shirt for that guy too. my guy is this guy. Now you've got to be pretty confident to decide to wear a Bills. It's basically a onesie. It's a Bills onesie with straps.
Some Zubaz overalls. Yep. He's definitely giving big Bill Mafia energy.
Who is this? This is Jordan Phillips. Jordan Phillips.
Yes.
Look at that. Now that guy, I want him to take me out on a date and stuff, because you know he's going to be dressed and dapper. All right.
Married, folks.
I am. I'm married. Now, football. Now, was it just me, or does it seem like the NFL made last week National Blocked Field Goal Day? I mean, I lost count. Kickers were getting stuffed out there worse than Thanksgiving turkeys. How many were there? Do you even know?
Absolutely. So it was pretty crazy. I believe there was 4. It was the most blocked field goals in a single day in over 30 years. Pretty insane.
That is crazy. I mean, Jordan Davis, 336 pounds. Eagles blocked a 44-yard field goal by Rams Joshua Carty on the final play. He returned it for 61 yards for a touchdown and a win for the Eagles. Now, you know that guy needed some oxygen after that run. 61 yards, 336 pounds. I mean, I'm only like not even half that, and I can't even run 10 yards. So.
He came ready to play. I love when the defensive player has that ability, though. That is exactly what they needed, and he came through for them.
Now, there were also 9 non-offensive points put on the board. So we had 4 pick sixes, 2 blocked field goals, which were returned for TDs, 2 punt returns returned for TDs, and 1 fumble return for a TD. I mean, that is crazy. That was definitely a defensive and special teams day. They really showed up.
The special teams were in full force this week. We saw a lot of game-winning points come from the special teams, and the special teams must be popping champagne behind the scenes for the incredible week that they all had.
Now, talking about teams that really showed up, let's talk about the Dolphins. Arguably one of the I'm going to say worst teams in the NFL. I mean, right now, everybody's kind of saying they're the worst team in the NFL. But if they did not show heart, grit, determination, and that they were not going to go down without a fight on Thursday night football. That was, I loved the football of old with Dan Marino. I loved the Dolphins Dan Marino era. So I was happy to see the Dolphins finally put forth a little effort. Plus, I think the Dolphins were like Ace Ventura's favorite team.
I don't think we've seen a game this well from the Dolphins in a very long time. They may have not won, but they did give Florida something to celebrate. So,
I mean, they got damn close. Damn close. Now, when we're talking about, let's talk about this week's Nick Bosa of the 49ers, he suffered a knee injury that will sideline him for the rest of the 2025 season, an ACL tear. That's a big loss for the Niners. Um, James Conner with the Cardinals, he has an ankle injury. He was carted off. Season ending as well. CeeDee Lamb for the Cowboys. I saw that one. He injured his ankle in the first quarter versus the Bears. He tried to come back early, but wasn't right. He was out for the rest of the game. He might miss more. Will Harris of the Commanders, he fractured his fibula. But how is he placed on injured reserve? How do you fracture your fibula, like break your bone partly, and you're questionable for the next week? No, didn't you fracture something and you're like out for 8 weeks?
That is pretty crazy there, especially with Joe Burrow. He, had turf toe. He's going to be out for about 3 months. So to see that comparison, it does make it look a little crazy.
What is turf toe? Does anybody ever explain to me what turf toe is? It occurs when the big toe is
Yes.
hyperextended.
Yeah, it's when the toe bends.
Oh, that's why he would get it. It's when
Yes.
they push off forcefully from the ground, such as during running, jumping, or sprinting, or so I can see why he would get it. But come on, it's a big toe. Tape them together and let's go. All right. Let's talk a little bit now.
Yep,
Switching over.
so he'll be out for a few months with that.
I know. But the fracture guys. All right. Let's move it a little bit. Let's talk about the Brewers. All right. The Brewers. Now, the Brewers have consistently made the playoffs the last few years, but have always, I think, fell out the first round. I think they've always gotten beat out the first round. This is our year. Uke is helping us from beyond the grave. We are first in the NL Central. We're looking to no, we're sitting first in the NL Central. We're hoping to lock first in the NL Central, which would give us buys. So right now we do clinch the playoffs. I'm sure you've heard about Murphy reading the letter from Uke. He did write that, but he wrote it in the spirit of Bob Uecker. It made me cry. It was so sad because I loved my Uecker. He was my Uecker. I call him my Uecker. I talk to him every day. I say, Uke, help us out. And actually, I was mistaken. The Brewers just clinched their division, the NL Central. That was just announced recently. So congratulations to them. So right now they are 95-62. They swept the Los Angeles Angels in a 3-game series, and they've already cleared their playoff spot. I mean, Yelich is looking good. I know Mizorowski might not be able to play. He is injured, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. How about you?
Yeah, the Brewers, I'm not a big baseball fan, but the Brewers have changed that a bit for me. They do have the best road record, so that's very interesting. And it seems that their pitch and their offense are truly clicking. And so I'm hoping to see them in the World Series this year.
Oh, I would love that. Wouldn't you love that? Wouldn't that be a fantastic to have a World Series? And what's great about that, the World Series, unlike the Super Bowl, is that they play it in the cities. So we would have an actual opportunity to go see a World Series game. I would go. Would you go? Would you go?
Absolutely, and we are in Wisconsin, so and I'm not far from Milwaukee, so it would be interesting to see the city of Milwaukee, finally get the recognition for a sports team, since the Bucks have been letting us down for a little bit.
Yeah,
here.
let's have the Brewers win the World Series, the Packers win the Super Bowl, the Bucks win the NBA title, and well, we don't have hockey, but it'd be nice if the Gamblers win. Oh, and the Badgers win, the bowls. I don't know. Let's just wrap it all up. Wisconsin taking it all. And now talking about a sport that needs way more support from the fans, the WNBA, which they are in their playoffs right now. What do you know about what's happening with the WNBA, Danny?
So the WNBA honestly doesn't get the respect that it deserves. It's always, kind of underrated compared to the NBA, but the level of talent and competition is incredible. Caitlin Clark is out for this season on injury, but that does open the door for other players to really step up and shine. We are seeing some stars like Angel Reese continuing to dominate. but this gives some of the younger or less spotlighted players a chance to make a name for themselves. It's going to be very interesting to see who takes advantage of this moment and rises into that spotlight.
Did you know the WNBA was started in, I believe it was 94, is what I saw. 94 or 96. Somewhere in the 90s it was started. I had no idea. But
Not very
the
long
Minnesota,
ago.
no, what, not very long. To me, that's a long time ago.
Compared
For
to the
them,
NBA?
well, compared to the NBA, yeah, obviously. But for them just now starting to make a name to where they're becoming a household name, the WNBA. I mean, back in 2000, nobody knew there was an NBA teams. Minnesota Lynx right now is finished with the first seed, followed up by the Las Vegas Aces coming in with the second seed. They edged out the Atlanta Dream, who tied them but lost the tiebreaker. And joining us is Lucy to talk about our week 3 games. All right, so we had the Bills over the Dolphins 31-21. We had the Panthers over the Falcons 30-0. We had the Browns over the Packers 13-10. That game, oh my gosh, huge upset. Didn't think it would happen, but it did. Break my heart. We
Yes.
just couldn't.
Their defense kept the pressure, and they blocked that tying field goal in the final seconds of the game.
We did hold them a few times in the red zone. I was pretty happy about that. We should have won that game, but that field goal, that block field goal, is what put us in. It killed us, man. We had the Jaguars and the Texans 17-10. We had the Vikings and the Bengals 48-10. The Vikings are just, didn't the week before that they have like 50 to something? It was crazy. I can't remember exactly, but a week before that, week 2 had a crazy score game, I think, with the Vikings or the Lions. We got the Steelers over the Patriots 21-14. The Eagles over the Rams 33-26. The Buccaneers over the Jets 29-27. And considering the Jets are not supposed to be that good this year, they haven't been playing that bad. I've actually been pretty surprised. We got the Colts over the Titans 41-20. The Chargers over the Broncos 23-20. Seahawks over the Saints 44-13. Bears and to the Cowboys. Bears over the Cowboys 31-14. 49ers over the Cardinals 16-15. That was close. Even with them losing Boza, the Niners pulled it out. And then we had the Chiefs and the Giants 22-9. A lot of close games and then a lot of very far games. It didn't seem like there were many that were in between.
The game for me that was crazy to watch was that Bears and Cowboys game, 31-14. Without Micah Parsons, the Cowboys truly look lost.
They do. They are very lost. Now we got both puppies. So, anyways,
so now
we have bowl.
Now we have the Puppy Bowl. Now we have the upcoming games here for week 4. A lot of interesting matchups this next week. Some that might surprise us.
Yeah. What do we got coming up? We've got. Oh, I'm just gonna look at my notes here.
We have the Vikings. We have the Vikings and
there we
Steelers.
Go. Seahawks. We got the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Who do you like?
I'm picking the Seahawks here. I think they have a defensive edge that will beat out the Cardinals this week.
I agree. Vikings and Steelers.
That Minnesota offense seems unstoppable at this point. I got to go Vikings.
I'm going Steelers. I just can't go for the Vikes. I just can't go for the Vikes.
We're gonna put some money on it, you guys, and we'll see next week. We'll see what happens.
Saints at the Bills.
I gotta take the Bills over here. That offense is just dominating right now.
I'm saying Bills. Chargers at the Giants.
Ooh, I gotta say I'm gonna take the Chargers here. I think the Giants are going to give away a lot of points.
I think so too. Commanders at the Falcons.
Ooh, I'm gonna go Falcons on this one.
I'm going Commanders. Okay. Eagles at the Bucks.
We're gonna take the Eagles.
Me too. Taking the Eagles. Lions versus the Browns. Now the Browns pulled it out against us. Who do you think? Do you think they're gonna be able to do it again? Against the North?
The Packers may have beat the Lions, but I don't think the Browns are going to be able to do what they did this last game back to back. So I'm
Yeah.
going to take the Lions.
I do not think that the Browns are going to be able to beat the Lions, but honestly, I'm going to go with the Browns anyways, just for hope that it happens. Then we got the Panthers at the Patriots.
Oh, Panthers at the Patriots. I'm going to go Patriots. I think their defense is a lot stronger.
Yes, I agree. Titans versus the Texans.
Titans versus the Texans. Oh, gosh, this one's a hard one for me. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Texans.
Uh,
27-17. Not a far game, but not a close game.
I'm gonna flip it there on you to go back to back. We'll see who gets it.
You're going to go Titans?
I'm gonna go
And I'm going
Titans.
You're going Titans. Jaguars at the Niners. Now Nick Bosa is out.
Taking the Niners for sure.
Me too. I'm always a Niners girl. I'll never go against
Taking
the
the
Niners.
Niners.
Colts at the Rams.
Colts at the Rams. I'm going to take the Colts. I think they have a lot of young talent this year, and I think we're going to see them step up.
Well, I'm taking the Colts also with Daniel Jones. I think they're just phenomenal, and the Rams miss Cooper Kupp, so I think that's going to be a problem for them. Bears at the Raiders.
Bears at the Raiders is interesting. The Bears showed up a little this past week. I'm going to take the Raiders though on here with their passing offense. I think I'm
The
going to take
Bears
them.
are showing flashes of good. I'm not going to say greatness. That's going a little far. I'm going to say goodness.
Way too far.
The
Way
Bears
too
are
far.
showing flashes
Okay,
of goodness, but I'm going with the Raiders because I love me some Oakland Raiders, and to me they're still Oakland, but Las Vegas Raiders. Ravens at the Chiefs.
Ravens at the Chiefs. Got to go with the Chiefs here. Strictly off of Patrick Mahomes' outfit that he wore last week.
So if he wears anything horrible, then he's out. I'm going with the Chiefs too. And then not
I
fine.
think
We have
we're going
three
to
other
see
games
him
after that.
come through with
Packers
another
at the
Taylor.
Cowboys again.
Yep. So after the Packer game that we saw last week, typically I'd go for the Cowboys here, but I think I'm going to take the Packers with some hope this week.
I'm taking the Packers too. Now it is telling me the Cowboys. That's what it's saying the smart bet is, but I can't do that. I can't pick it the Cowboys. I just can't. But I am happy to see Micah Parsons go back home. You think he'll be booed?
I don't think so. I think I am going to put some money on the Packers money line this week and see where it leads me to.
Jets at the Dolphins.
I'm gonna pick the Dolphins. They've got a speedy offense. I'm gonna pick them and see what they can do this week.
Is this gonna be like the game of the worst two teams? Who loses
Seems like it.
Is the worst team in the NFL, and then we have the Bengals at the Broncos.
I gotta take the Bengals. I think the Bengals are gonna pull it out.
I'm going to take the Broncos. It is in Denver, and players say that it is harder to breathe there. So
Really?
I'm definitely, because it's higher elevation. So if you're not used to it, I guess it is harder to play. I don't know. I've never played football like that professionally. So.
Well, this is week 4. This is the moment of truth for many teams. We're starting to really see what they're capable of in this regular season. So we're going to see where a lot of teams stand this week.
Yeah, this is where they start pulling away or falling back, and this is where we're gonna find out if we're going to be like, how many games are there? Not 14 games. How many games are there in a season?
I have no idea.
I think they were gonna
20.
No, not 20. It's like 13.
17 in a regular 17. Season. 17.
17. So I think, are we going to see a 16-1 Packer team, or are we going to see like 8-9 Packer team? That's
I'm
what
hoping we're going
about.
to be in the double digits for the win, but we will see as the season progresses here.
And surprising enough, there are still 6 undefeated teams, 3-0, Do we think these teams are going to continue this, or is this just, the early NFL season little blip that some teams get? We have the Eagles, 3-0. Close wins, very close, but they do show consistency. The offense does a lot of damage, and the defense seems to be holding good. We got the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen, he's cooking. Did he? I thought he got hurt a little bit in this last game. No, I guess not. I was mistaken. I thought he got hurt, but he did not. He did throw 3 touchdown passes last week, so he's looking pretty good.
He
Then we
is.
got the
Yep.
Chargers. Go ahead. Sorry.
In this last game, 34.1 quarterback rating. So, yeah, he's doing pretty well, I would say.
Oh, wow. The AFC, right now, everybody's looking at them to clinch the AFC title. Now we have the Los Angeles Chargers. Narrow wins also, but they're getting it done. Clutch games, they're able to pull it out, but, you get those close games, eventually you're going to start slipping. That's what I say. We got the Tampa Bay Bucks winning tight games. Not always pretty, but they're pretty resilient. We got the Niners. Bosa's out. Edge of our seat wins, but they're getting the job done. I don't know how they're going to do with Bosa out. I believe he's out for a few weeks. I don't think it's season ending, but let's see. Nick Bosa. Let me just check my notes on Nick Bosa. He'll have to take this out.
I have here that. Yep, I have here that. I have here that Nick Bosa, he is going to be done for the season. So the 49ers are going to be missing him.
Oh, yes.
Nick Bosa will be out.
So, yes, Nick Bosa suffered a knee injury. That will sideline him for the rest of the 2025 with an ACL tear. And Nick Bosa is a lineman for the Niners, so that's going to be a huge hole that they're definitely going to miss. And then we have the Indianapolis Colts. Who figured that the Colts would be 3-0 right now? The Colts haven't been 3-0 since Manning, I think. But they're doing pretty good. No major breakdowns, no big problems. Their offense and the defense is doing good equally. So who knows? Out of those 6, who do you think is going to fall from the undefeated board first?
Right now, I definitely don't hold out too much hope for both the Colts and the Chargers. I'm surprised right now that they are undefeated, but I don't think that will continue for very long.
I'm a little worried about the Niners with missing Nick. I mean, Bosa is a big part of that team. The Eagles, I think the Eagles might be able to stick it out with the Bills. Oh, excuse me, I have a hiccup there. A hiccup.
Me too.
I think those two teams.
I would say my prediction is that within the next 2 weeks, I'd say for week 4 and week 5, after the end of week 5, I would say the only ones that still may be undefeated are the Bills and the.
Check this out: the Eagles and the Bills play December 28th. So
that's going to be an interesting.
That could be a very interesting game. That could be, like clenching the playoff home field play.
At the very end.
Yeah, at the very end. Thank you for tuning in. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We are brought to you by Found in Wisconsin.
And that is it for week 3 of Athletically Declined. Remember, we may be athletically declined, but our hot takes are always prime. Catch you next week.